hi, welcome to Monkey Time. Oh, delight. We got a lot of things to talk about tonight. I don't know, Carol, I feel like I should be serious. I should be serious. No? Carol's like, no, anything but that. Don't be serious. Okay, so can we put up number 3? Oh, this is great. I love this. Did you see today's paper, front page of the paper? Wait, where is it? What? Where is it? Wait, I had it 2 seconds ago. Oh, there it is. Okay. All right, here we go. Can you see that? Carol? There it is. Experts say, wake too small for rail. Experts say, light rail. Experts say. Shocker! Paul Coble brings in a bunch of right-wing libertarian conservative economists, and they say, oh, shocker. Mass transit can't work in the triangle. Shocker. Stop the presses, Carol. Shocker. Right-wing economists don't like mass transit. Shocker. But you know what, Carol? They're kind of right about the triangle and mass transit. I don't know, I'm no expert, but neither are they. I mean, right? Economic experts say, what does that mean? Yank the third leg, right? Economic experts say, whatever. But Carol, we're too spread out. Raleigh, Durham, Chapel Hill, too spread out. If we were all 5 miles closer, that's all, just 5 miles closer, we could actually make mass transit work easily here. Look at Charlotte, Carol. They went to the what you got to do to how do you make mass transit work? How did Charlotte do it? They ran rich white people into the downtown. That's how they did it. Charlotte's mass transit, Carol, is really successful. But what I've learned recently is that one of the reasons it's successful is that it takes middle-class white people and moves them downtown. So, piece by piece, you can create something if you do middle-class people and move them downtown.
They only have one downtown.
Carol raised a good point right there. She said they only have one downtown. Charlotte only has one downtown. How many downtowns does Triangle have? Where is downtown Triangle, Carol? It's in a field somewhere south of the Durham Freeway. That's downtown Triangle. Oh, man, I'm really bad with the mouth today. I mean, the mouth might as well not be moving at all, right? I might as well just this is so much easier. I could just talk, and you can think my tonsils are doing the verbalizing, right? Yeah, much better. No, really, where's downtown Triangle? There is none, right? So, Carol, we've talked about this before. Here's where I agree with Paul Coble's economists that got pulled in. But, they didn't have a left-wing economist, Carol. These are 3 right-wing libertarian, some libertarian, mostly right-wing economists, right? But where's the alternative? You know what they say about economists, right, Carol? You get 3 economists in a room, you get 3 different opinions about what's really wrong, right? I mean, that's economics. That's how it works. They don't call it the dismal science for nothing. But you get these economists, and you can pull them in, and they're experts. And look, here's the paper, right? Here's the paper. Experts. What are we doing? Experts, right? Experts say wake too small for rail. Carol, would you please put expert underneath me right now? Would you put light rail expert here, please? Just when you get a chance. Experts say, who says they're experts? They're just economists. But here's the thing. This big mass, light rail, thank you, Carol. Thank you. Everybody, let's absorb that. I'm a light rail expert. Here we go. Experts say the triangle can indeed make light rail work. Yes, it can. Yes. I've been saying this for years, and this is one of the ways Charlotte did it. This is one of the ways other cities have done it. You identify existing rail lines, what? Hey, that's not, here, wait. This was another thing in yesterday's paper, right? Tuesday's paper. Here's another one. Wait, here we go. Can you read that? Transit advocates worried about bus talks. Did you see that, Carol? Transit advocates worried about bus talks. So, what that means is, Carol, all this talk about a more mobile, more rapid response bus system worries mass transit people who are like they're taking the focus away from regional rail, right? Regional rail. But so Carol, buses are, yeah, I'm a big fan of buses, but you can do light rail here. Knightdale, existing rail lines between Raleigh, downtown, and Knightdale, already there. The rail lines are there. Knightdale's a bedroom community for Raleigh. No offense, Knightdale. No offense. Knightdale's a bedroom community for Raleigh. You set up commuter rail between Knightdale and downtown, Knightdale and Rex Hospital, Knightdale and Wake Medical Center, right? All the hospital jobs, all those people in Knightdale, you set up light rail there, start there, small piece. Instead, Carol, this is where I agree with the right-wing economists. Instead, we're getting this, big mass transit system that doesn't take anybody to the airport, right? You don't want to take people to the airport in the Triangle because that interferes with the taxi business, or I don't know. For some reason, light rail to the airport has never been on the serious agenda. Light rail from cities in the Triangle to the airport in the center. No, that's never been part of the plan. Not part of the early plan, anyway. So Knightdale, people needing to get to work at Wake Med, right? Knightdale, rail lines already existing. Start there. Start there, small, start small. Prove it. Prove it's valuable. It will be valuable. In Charlotte's light rail, Carol, 70% of the people riding Charlotte's light rail in the first few years had never ridden the buses before. Did you hear that? I know there's a race element here. Carol, there's a race element to mass transit discussions. Yeah, did you know that? Yeah. We don't want to make it too easy for the black people to get to the rich white people's neighborhoods. Oh, they're like, what? How dare he? How dare he say that? How dare he say that the reason mass transit is slow to catch on in the South is because the white people don't want black people getting easy transportation to their neighborhoods? I don't know. I said it. I think that's a factor. I think that's at least partially a factor, Carol. At least partially a factor. You got to get the middle class to buy into light rail. You got to make commuter rail convenient and easy. Instead of this huge plan overarching all the Triangle, go for existing rail lines and get the bedroom communities into where the jobs are. Knightdale, downtown Raleigh, Wake Med. Easy first step. But they can't get grants, federal grant money for that, Carol. It's too small. So they get these big, huge plans for all light rail in the Triangle. And then these kind of people who deal with light rail, right-wingers, but you know, most of them anyway, they're like, it doesn't really work in the Triangle. Doesn't really work. Now, Carol, I'm no expert. Can you put up the expert thing again? I'm no expert. But that seems to me to be a small step. And this whole, we need all the Triangle's light rail. We got to do all the Triangle with light rail and get all this federal money that's huge. And, you know, hopefully get people to, you know, blah, 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 to you know, ride eventually in 20 years, you know, when the traffic gets so bad. Just start small. So I kind of agree with the right-wing economists who got, you know, front-page treatment in the N&O today. Start small. commuter rail on existing lines from a couple of bedroom communities into town. Start small. But you know what, Carol? John Locke Foundation, Art Pope, all those guys, they don't even want that. They hate trains for some irrational reason. So if I thought that they would actually, honestly look at a small scale bedroom community to downtown light rail line as a test case, if I thought that they would actually do that, then I might listen when they talk about how unfeasible mass transit is. But they don't even want to look at that. Because, Carol, the last thing Art Pope wants, the last thing diehard libertarian ideologues want, is a test case of light rail commuter line on existing rail lines from, say, knightdale to Wake Med working. You're right, Carol, yeah. The last thing they want is a test case of a small-scale light rail system on existing rail lines, cheap. You're already using, you might have to modify them somewhat, and it's not free. The last thing the John Locke Foundation, Art Pope, and all those other guys want is a successful test of a small-scale light rail system. But, so what we get, Carol, those of us who are intelligent and in the middle, which would be me, just look at how in the middle I am. I'm right in the middle. I'm not left. I'm not right. I'm right in the middle. And look how intelligent I am. Look at that bald spot. That's the sign of intelligence, Carol. So those of us who are intelligent and in the middle, we're stuck between these grandiose, ridiculous plans that get federal grant money from the train, train people that seem to be ignoring the reality of cost-benefit analysis in the triangle. And on the other hand, the idiotic libertarian ideologues, not all libertarians are idiotic. I mean, some of my best uncles are libertarian, Carol. But you know what I mean. The die-hard libertarian ideologues who don't even like the idea of the post office, Carol, who don't even like the idea of public libraries. That's who I'm talking about. But they can't say they don't like public libraries because, people will look at me like, you a crazy mofo. So they don't say that their ideology leads them to reject public libraries. They won't say that. Well, anyway, those guys who are so diametrically opposed to even a slightly small-scale successful test run, right? They don't even want to try it. Okay, let's move on, Carol, shall we? All right, next. What do we got to talk about next? Oh, let's put up I'm just going to say number 6 without knowing what number 6 is, and then you can tell me. Oh, I had a buddy come over last night, and we cuddled a little bit. Purely platonic, Carol. Oh, she said, sure. Why are the lesbians so sexed up all the time? Why are you lesbians so sexed up? Oh, have you heard about this new lesbian movie yet, Carol? The one that won the Cannes Prize? It's got this huge lesbian sex scene in it. And all the lesbians are like, well, those are 2 straight ladies. That's not really how we do it. But it won the Cannes Palme d'Or this year. I forget what it's called. Blue is the warmest color, I think. Yeah? Okay, you heard it. All right, Carol's in touch. So anyway, The Kings of Summer. It's a movie about 3 teenage boys who run away from home and build a house in the woods during the summer. And it's really cute, and it's really good, and it's kind of heartwarming, and it's short. It's like an hour and a half. Good time for a movie, right, Carol? Perfect time for a movie. 87 minutes. 87 minutes. It's your ideal movie time, isn't it? Admit it. 2 hours? Not even 2 hours, Carol. If it's like 100 minutes, that's too long. On a weeknight? You crazed. You crazed. You think I'm going to spend 100 minutes on your movie. 87 minutes. Perfect time for a movie. An hour and 27 minutes. Anyway, Kings of Summer is really good, and we want to thank North American Video for letting us rent these things so we can recommend them to you. If you got kids, teenagers, they'll love it, or they'll like it. Or we don't know, they're your kids. What do you think? But it's a really good movie about 3 kids who run away from their various homes and in the woods and survive out there for well, you know, for a while. We'll leave it at that.
It doesn't turn all Lord of the Flies, does it?
Carol's like, it doesn't turn all Lord of the Flies, does it? Yes! They eat each other's viscera. They put sticks in their stomachs and wind them over the fire as the intestines come rolling out. Oh my God, it's like the best kind of torture porn. No! It's heartwarming. They have, like, you know, arguments and fights and stuff, and they, you know, they eat, you know, they try to kill a rabbit and things. It's cute. And really, really interesting about parents and how parents ignore their kids and how parents treat their kids like stupid idiots sometimes. No, really. That's what it's about. Kings of Summer. Highly recommended. Oh, yes. How much time we got? About 10 minutes? Okay. So, November 23rd, I just got an email today. Carolina Roller Girls are having a bout against Brandywine's teams. They do 2 bouts. The A-list Carolina Roller Girls against the A-list Brandywiners. They're from Pennsylvania, Brandywine, Pennsylvania. And then the B-list, or the B team, not the B-list, you know, there's the A team and then the B team. The B team, the what? JV, the JV, the Roller Girls JV. The Carolina Roller Girls JV team will go up against the Brandywine JV team, and it's a benefit on November 23rd. This is, Carol, that's Saturday before Thanksgiving, right?
It's my 4-year anniversary. Jen and I met at Roller Girls.
No.
Yeah.
No, I got to tell you this, monkeys, you didn't hear that. What'd you say?
4 years.
Oh my God, November 23rd is Carol's 4-year anniversary. And you and Jen met where? Oh, Carol and Jen met each other at the Carolina Roller Girls on November 23rd, 4 years ago. Oh, Carol, you gonna go?
Maybe.
Oh, I'm buying you guys his tickets. Oh, Carol and her girlfriend met at the Carolina Roller Girls November 23rd, 4 years ago, and they've been together 4 years. Come on, everybody, give it up. That's longer than most of your parents' relationships lasted. Don't complicate things by saying it was the 21st. You know, it was close enough. All right. Yeah. Lesbians. Lesbians. Come on, give it a cheer. 3 cheers for lesbians. Ready? Hoorah. Hoorah. Hoorah for lesbians. Okay, so what are we talking about? Oh, yes, girlsrocknc.org. Girlsrocknc.org. Getting girls rocking in NC.org. That's the benefit for the Carolina Roller Girls, November 23rd. Okay? All right. I didn't put up many links, Carol, although, oh my God, I've got this great link to 14 comics about Somali immigrants in Europe. Oh, they love that, Carol. No, really. Heart-wrenching stories about Somali immigrants in 14 different European cities. Yeah. Oh, they're beautiful black and white comics. Go to my Twitter page, scroll down, you'll see it. Yes. 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 Gorgeous. All right, so Israel has this new plan to move the Bedouins off their ancestral lands while simultaneously planting Israeli settlements on those ancestral lands. And Israel's, to be fair, Israel's saying it's integrating the Bedouins into their society. You know, Bedouins are nomads, mostly wanderers in the desert. Yeah. But Israeli government's trying to induce them to settle down, but they're trying to get them to settle down elsewhere, off their ancestral lands, so that Israeli Jewish settlers can settle on the Bedouin land. The plan is called the Prawer Plan. There's a lot of discussion about it online because it's heating up in the Israeli Knesset or Congress right now. So if you're interested in Israel, if you're interested in Palestinian issues, in Arab issues, the Israelis are pushing the Bedouins off their ancestral land onto settlements while encouraging Jewish settlers to take over the Bedouin land. Seriously, take a look. And they're doing it while saying, oh no, we're helping the Bedouins. We're integrating them better into our society.
but a lot of the Bedouins, 40,000 to 100,000 Bedouins are going to be displaced. There's a long-term, low-level stealing of land that the right-wing Israeli government is doing. Not all Jews, not all Israelis, but it's an ongoing process of settlement that is slowly changing what the Israeli government calls the facts on the ground. The facts on the ground. If we can just change the facts on the ground, in other words, if we own all the land, then screw it. The Palestinian issue is over, right? Yeah. That's how they're doing it. They're just popping settlements up with fundamentalist Jewish settlers everywhere they go. These fundamentalists, these diehard right-wing fundamentalists, everywhere that the Arabs are, the Palestinians, the Bedouins, wherever, they're putting those settlers. So that the facts on the ground are just that there's too many Jews there, that's part of Israel now.
All right, ready to move on?
Yes?
Hagan.
Oh, God. Did you see this in the paper today? Kay Hagan is like having to, Kay Hagan, investigate website. Because all the Democrats are worried because the botched rollout of Obamacare's website, right, has got the Democrats running scared. And Kay Hagan's poll numbers are apparently down, all the Democrats, because a lot of people are hearing all the bad news about Obamacare. Kara, what is the main point of Obamacare? For me, insurance companies can't deny people health insurance because they have illness. Every Republican criticism of Obamacare ignores that mostly. They don't talk about that. I don't like Obamacare. I don't. It's the Insurance Industry Protection Act. All these problems, aside from the insurance plans, some people being forced to lose their crappy insurance plans, all these problems are because insurance companies have to make a profit. So Kay Hagan's running scared because the Obamacare debacle is so awful. But you and me, we know what's really up. The reason Obamacare is being botched is not the website. It's because fundamentally, it should have been a single-payer system. Fundamentally, keeping insurance companies, for-profit insurance companies in the equation hurts the country. Yep, it's true. That's what we think. I'd like to see specific proposals from libertarians, from right-wingers, from whoever, that would allow people to get health insurance if they have pre-existing conditions. But you don't hear that. You don't hear that stuff because that cuts into the profits. Kay Hagan's going to be fine. Anybody they put up against her is going to be an idiot. Obamacare is going to survive. The website's going to get fixed. Insurance companies are going to get their guaranteed payday. It's sad, but it's better than what we had before. And Kay Hagan needs to keep pushing that idea. As bad as the Obamacare rollout has been, Obamacare is better than what we had before, period, for the vast majority of Americans. They should have guaranteed that people would not lose their crappy pre-existing or their crappy already existing plans. That was a mistake. They should change it. Congress won't do it because the Republicans don't want to do it. That was a mistake. But generally, in general, most people will be much better off with Obamacare than before. And Kay Hagan needs to emphasize that.
Don't forget about New Music Raleigh.
Oh, New Music Raleigh. Oh my gosh. Monday before Thanksgiving. Go.